What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be talking about the build that I uploaded a few days ago in the replay challenge. But before we start the video, do you have problems AFK grinding in ROX? Do you always worry that you may overcharge or the battery of your phone, tablet, or laptop may overheat? Do you worry about your electricity bill when grinding using your personal computer that is running for days non-stop? Or do you encounter intermittent connection from your internet service provider, which disconnects your character when AFK grinding? Well, if that is the case, then UgPhone can solve all of your problems. UgPhone is a cloud phone that runs independently in the cloud, and it does not consume the memory or battery of your physical device. Even if you close the UgPhone app, your game will still continue to run in the cloud, which makes this the perfect phone for AFK grinding for 24 hours, 7 days a week non-stop.
Nice.
You can also run multiple instances of UgPhone in one account, which allows you to play and grind multiple games simultaneously. As you can see, my Shura and Royal Guard are AFK grinding at the same time. UgPhone is available in Google Play for Android, App Store for iOS, Windows Store for PC, and you can also use a web browser to run UgPhone. So if you want to try out UgPhone, you can use my link shown in the description below. And you can also use my invitation code, which really helps me out. So thank you guys, and thank you UgPhone for the sponsor. Now let's get back to the video. If you have been a subscriber to my channel, you probably saw that I was doing content for other games. So I wasn't able to read some of the comments regarding the videos that I uploaded about ROX. However, when I was reading some of the comments earlier regarding the guide that I uploaded about the replay challenge, I saw some comments complaining about the fact that I didn't show the stats that I took during my run. Which is quite funny because I'm pretty sure that I mentioned all the stats that I used, and I even recommended the equipment and alternative stats that you can take in case you have a bad luck in RNG. I even rewatched the video that I uploaded just to make sure that the stats that I used were mentioned clearly in that video. And I was right. It was there all along. I guess when they were watching the video, they didn't have any sound or audio on. Or maybe they didn't watch the full video at all. But anyway, if you are still struggling with this challenge, here is another guide where I am doing a voiceover while selecting the stats for my run. I will still be selecting the Rune Knight because in my opinion, this is still the fastest job that can finish this instance. As mentioned in my first guide, the Longinus Spear is the best weapon to use, because the more stacks that you place on the monster, the higher your skill damage will be. Obviously, the main stat for a Spear Knight is the Strength stat. For the defensive stat, always select the Physical Lifesteal. That is simply the most important stat for this instance. For the attack stat, the only stat that you need is the Physical Penetration. By the way, don't be hesitant in using the refresh feature in this minigame. Regardless if you use the refresh feature or not, you will still get the same exact rewards. For the race counter, I selected the Demi-Human because the MVP and mini monsters have a Demi-Human race. At the same time, majority of the monsters in other floors have the same race. If you don't get the Demi-Human race, you can either pick the medium-sized monster or the neutral enhancement stat. For the next one, I selected the large monster size counter. For the cards, this really depends on what is available on my screen. I don't really use the refresh feature in this section. In my opinion, if you are going for attack cards, go for the bonus damage to MVP and mini monsters, Memory of Thanatos, or the Fist of the North Star Gold cards. For the defensive cards, I usually pick the Saitama with stun resistance and the Tatsumaki with the Infinite Endure. The only reason why I pick those cards is because the floor where you fight Bigfoots usually takes a lot of time, especially if you get stunned by these monsters. At the same time, one of the skills of the mini-boss in floor 5 can stun you as well. So whenever I have the chance to select the Saitama card, I typically take it just for the sake of me not wasting any more time with the event. For the Tatsumaki card, I usually take this card for the monsters that I face in floors 6 to 9. Sometimes, when you get mobbed by those monsters, your character won't be able to cast a skill because of the constant flinching of your character. For the set effect, I always take the Tough Resilience if it is available. If not, I usually take the Blood Summon instead. Okay, now let's see how fast I can complete this run. And there you have it, completed in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more ROX content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. GG!
You're a superhero.